So, what can you do to build genuine confidence as a software engineer? Number one is obviously work. You have to work hard and work on a variety of things. That's the most obvious answer, right? And it works most of the time. And not just most of the time, it actually works in many different fields, not just engineering. Correct. So, what can you do to build a lot of confidence as a software engineer? Now, I can only tell you what works for me. The number one thing that has worked for me to build confidence, actually have trust in myself to do a task, is this: is writing blog. Right? That's number one. Write blog. Write whatever you want to write. Share it with people, whether people see it or not. Do it for yourself. It's your personal journey. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for others. Write a lot of blog. Okay. Write about anything. It doesn't have to be trendy topics. Write anything that you learned today. Okay. Document it. That's one. And I think most people should do that because it works. It does give you confidence. Number two, and this is what I've been doing for ages now actually, um, is I write draft notes in Sublime Text. Okay, this is what I have done. So I have a repository called snippets. Let's say I'm working on something. Let's say I'm trying to learn how Lambda function works in Python environment. I'll start working on it. I'll try learn things here and there, and I'll document what I'm learning. But the trick here is to never make it perfect. That's what I do. I'll never make it perfect. Okay. Now there is a couple of things. For example, in Python, in Lambda function, for instance, you need permissions. You need to set correct permissions policies. Otherwise, S3 won't be able to trigger the function. Okay. So I document these things. Okay, it's not for public. Okay, sometimes I share, sometimes I don't, but it's not for public. It's for myself. I'll just create a new document, and I'll document everything that I've done from start to finish. Now, by the time I have finished learning this information, these things, I'll have a huge list like this of bullet points. I'll even document things like, so I started off trying to connect these two together like this, but the problem was that it wouldn't trigger for some reason. Then I had to add the policy, and then I noticed that it still wouldn't trigger. So I actually document the thought process and then the solution. Then I would say, oh, actually, you know what? It was actually triggering the Lambda function, but I was not seeing the logs in CloudWatch. Okay, why was I not seeing things in CloudWatch? Because I had not sorted it. When I went to live log in CloudWatch, I could see them. So I would just write the whole thought process, and I will document all these. These are draft notes. I don't share them normally. This is for myself, okay? And I do that with everything. Sometimes I'll figure out some amazing insights. I'll write it down, and it really helps me. It helps me build confidence. So when I look at something, if I wanna rebuild something similar, maybe in a year's time or something, I can go back to the notes, okay? Because these are personal notes, I will understand them much better than ChatGPT or Google or anything like that. Okay, so that's what I would do if you want to build confidence. You have to document what you're doing for yourself, okay, not for others. Because when you're doing it for yourself, you write things in a certain way so you understand them. Okay, that's what I do. So blog and then document things. It doesn't have to be perfect. Write draft documents, save them in a repository, push them up to Git, whatever, save them there. I use VS Code. It's also easy to search things. So those are the two ways to actually build confidence.